Thanks everybody for joining us. We're lucky to be with Coach Anderson, Idan, and Jeremiah. We're going to start with a quick opening statement from Coach, and then after that we will just have the student athletes' questions. After all of those are completed, then we'll talk to Coach.
That was a typical March postseason game. I mean, very physical, very aggressive. I thought Manhattan has become a really good team the last few weeks. So we're happy to get a win. I thought our guys played well. We made a great run to start the second half. We just couldn't sustain that the whole way through. But I thought we played well towards the end. Had some great, and our defense got a lot better. And that was kind of I think our defense won us the game. And at their place 5 days ago, we had a really bad night. And they out-rebounded us by 15. We were much better on the glass tonight. Rebounded better tonight. So yeah, happy to get a win. However it comes, and there's no beauty points in winning in March. We just want to win and survive in advance to have a chance to play tomorrow night. So happy to get the win, and these guys play great and good stuff.
Start with Jim.
JQ, Idan, for both of you, did having this matchup fresh in your mind, having just played them Thursday night, help out, and the 10-2 run to start the second half, how much did that really change the game on both ends of the floor? They dictated tempo in the first half, and then your defense picked up not too long after that.
Yeah, I'd say playing them a couple nights ago, knowing what they did to us, that obviously was fresh in our minds. Knowing what they're capable of, they're a really fiery team. Obviously, there's a history of a rivalry there, and they took care of us when we went over there. So that was fresh in our minds, and we couldn't let that happen again.
I say we knew it was going to be a battle coming in. It's March, playoffs. We had that chip on our shoulder because at their place they beat us kind of bad. So we all just had that chip on our shoulder and just wanted to go out and get a win.
I mean, this was a super physical game, start to finish. I mean, just talk about the physicality that was on display from both sides and just the intensity of a rivalry game like this with such high stakes.
Yeah, obviously, coming into March, we're not going to get any free calls. There's going to be a lot of battling. So we got to be better with that. We got to play through physicality, not look to the refs too much. But moving on, we got to keep that in our minds.
I say we all knew it wasn't going to be a cakewalk. We knew it was going to be physical, rivalry game, playoff game. We knew everybody was going to give their all, and we just had to stay connected and be physical, be right back.
I'm just going to ask you, as in the 10-2 run, you went got a couple inside buckets, and you went and got a 3, and but I thought your best play was the defensive play you made when it was 52-48. You forced the three-point shot to the sideline. They missed it, and you went back up the court. Just tell us about keys for your shooting tonight, and then making that defensive stop.
Yeah, I mean, coaches preach defense was going to be the way we won this game tonight. So obviously we came out, we blinked in the start of the game, but we came out in the second half on that run. Our defense helped us a lot with that run, helped me probably get some open looks, get some free buckets. So I think our defense was the catalyst for us, big time.
Idan, you've had a couple of games where you've really gotten hot from three-point range, including tonight. Was there a certain moment in this game where you kind of knew it was your night?
Yeah, I'd say I think when we started that run, for sure, the rim got a little bit bigger, and shots started to drop. But it was really mainly off the guys. We've been preaching playing off two and taking smart shots, and they found me when they got off two, and so it's really them.
I was just going to ask to just go off of that. What really allowed you to find your grooves tonight?
I'd probably say the same thing. JQ, JB, Wes, all of our guards, Gene, they've done a great job the past couple of games playing off two and trying to find me. So, Coach says keep it simple, and I'm going to try to keep it simple.
JQ, you played a playoff game last year against Jaden Winston in high school. You played a playoff game against him tonight. Talk about your relationship. I saw you yapping at each other on the court, just the intensity of a matchup between those two Maryland guards.
Me and Jaden Winston go all the way back to middle school. We've been matched up since middle school. So every time we play each other, it's always a fun game. I love playing against them because both of us undersized guards, have a chip on our shoulder coming out of high school. So I love playing against Jay Winston. That's my brother.
Jeremiah, just tell us about, again, 5 free throws down the stretch at key times. And then what happened? Can you explain the play at 59-57? You inbound it, you get the trap, and Ham gets the ball. What happened on that one?
Repeat that.
On the when it was 59-57, you inbound the ball to the right, and and there was a trap,
when we turned it over.
and got the ball.
Okay, I was just trying to get open, miscommunication with me and JB. I was just trying to find the right spot, but, turned it over. But we just had to get back on defense and get a stop. We had to man up about it.
One more for the student athletes if we have it. Good. All right. That's one, guys.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Tobin, after Thursday night, it may have been one of the lower points in the season. You said it would need to be fixed. Resilient one Saturday, another one here tonight. What's changed with this group in the last 5 days, and how impressed were you with the response tonight at a pace and a tempo that wasn't ideally your own?
Yeah, I mean, you can tell we have good high-character guys, and so, sometimes they don't do the things you want them to do. We don't play as well as we can, but they're high-character guys. They were embarrassed by what happened last Thursday, was it Thursday? Yeah, last Thursday. Seems like yesterday. But they were embarrassed. We were all embarrassed by what happened. And but with that being said, you have to give credit to Manhattan. I mean, John's doing a really good job with that team. They're very well coached. They play well together, and so even tonight was a dogfight. So. Yeah, I mean, I think we have guys who are high character that bother them, and this time of year, we got a bunch of seniors out there that don't want to have their college careers end. So I thought they showed a little bit of guts in that second half. I didn't think we started very well, but I thought the second half we really played well and really dug in, and our defense has not been a strong point. If I listen to Guy's podcast on the Iona podcast with Guy, I hear about our defense all the time. So I've been listening to him and working on our defense. And I think tonight I would give all the credit to Guy for his pointers. I was on the Stairmaster this morning in the fitness room listening to Guy's podcast about our defense, and I think that really inspired us to play better defense tonight.
Well, along those same lines, what did you tweak from the episode at Dratty in the last couple games?
We didn't do one thing different. That's the thing. Sometimes they think adjustments or whatever. We didn't. Well, we pressed them. We had to press these guys. We didn't press at their place. We tried to play some zone, which on your podcast you actually like the zone too. Which I sometimes the zone can be good. The zone has not been good for us. So we had to press them the whole time, try to speed the game up. But they handled our pressure pretty well for the most part. But I thought we got in their legs a little bit. And Winston had 7 turnovers. I'm not sure how many he had last Thursday, but he didn't have 7 turnovers. So I think we really bothered them. And then Joel Brown, his defense in the second half was terrific on Winston. And then they didn't hurt us inside. Credit to Oz. We started Oz. Oz played great on. I think Oz wants to stay here. I mean, Oz must like Atlantic City. It's like a home away from home, because I could tell in his eyes he was really ready for tonight. And I wish he'd make a jumper here once in a while. That'd be great too. But his defense was terrific. He really did a good job. Rozan didn't score, I don't think. Rozan had 1 point. I mean, he killed us at their place. So credit to Oz, credit to Sully. Our big guys did a nice job in the post, being physical and rebounding.
And with all the pressing tonight, how are you going to respond tomorrow night? Do you guys going to have the legs or what?
I mean, it's just we have to get. It's like you want a tournament, right? We have to get to tomorrow. So you can't think big picture. Just get to tomorrow. So we're tomorrow now. So we got to suck it up. We got to figure it out and find a way to get a win tomorrow night. And that's what there's no option, right? So I still think in my mind it's an advantage to play that first game. I thought that last year in the NCAA tournament, to get yourself into the arena and play that game and find a way to win. We'll have a little bit of momentum now. Fairfield's a really good team, and they're a really hard team to stop. And they'll come out and really go after us. So we obviously we beat them twice, so they'll be jacked up for us. But listen, it's one game. It's 40 minutes. We got to play well. Our guys will respond.
Tobin, Manhattan has had some turnover problems this year. You guys had some ones at really good times for you tonight. In terms of what was the key, in terms of getting those
ball pressure. When our guards get ball pressure like JQ and JB and make them have to turn and change hands and get in their legs a little bit, that makes the whole thing better. So I thought the pressure was good. We didn't turn them over as much as I'd like to. I thought we had to get 15. We got 13, so that's or 12, so that's not bad. But I thought we definitely warmed down a little bit.
Coach, this Manhattan team, it feels like they're just really incredibly difficult to play against with how hard they play. Can you see, you've now played them 3 times. Talk about their development over the course of the season.
Yeah, very impressed, right? Very impressed by how they've. I know John's a good coach. I know he'd come in here and do a good job there. I think they're freshmen. Troy and Winston are both very good freshmen. Bender's been very good for them. Rozan's been very good for them. So they're not very deep. I was hoping also with the pressure to try to get in their depth a little bit, but we're not terribly deep either. So it's not like we were able to play 9 or 10 guys big minutes, So, but no, they've got a lot better. John does a great job. Very good coach. Manhattan will be a problem for a long time.
Manhattan was on that 8-3 run to get back into it. Then Idan beats the shot clock from the corner. How much was that kind of a sigh of relief for you once Manhattan was making that run?
Yeah, because their zone really bothered us. We were not great against the zone. And then, Idan made some big shots. That's what Idan can do that. Idan can make big shots in tough times. And so he bailed us out a couple times. I thought our zone offense was terrible. So we got to work on that, obviously. So hopefully we have more time to work on that. But I thought we could have been better against the zone.
Yep. Last one.
How valuable is having a guy like Idan, who's 24 years old, obviously has played a lot, seen everything in college basketball, this time of year, having a veteran like that, how valuable is that?
I think it's very valuable. I think it's very valuable to have those kind of guys as far as just preparation, how they get ready for games, and how they approach things, But sometimes it helps to be young and naive and just play with just I think JQ was great. I mean, JQ came into it first postseason game and played his tail off and didn't seem bothered at all. So I think at this time of year, it's like guys who are tough kids who are competitors step up, and I was happy to see our guys step up tonight. So that was but it definitely helps to have some older guys out there. But man, we do some crazy stuff at the end of games. I mean, some crazy stuff. There ought to be a 30 for 30 on the. I don't know how we finish games sometimes, how we do things. I tell you, we do some stuff I've never seen before. It's like I should buy some extra timeout. We had like 10. I can't call it. My staff's like call a timeout. I'm like I can't call all the timeouts. I mean, at some point we gotta get the ball in balance. But we do some crazy things. But we also got a chance to Jake hit some big free throws and finish it off. Got to get a big stop there at the end. So it's good.
Appreciate the time, Coach.
All right, guys. Thanks a lot. We'll see you tomorrow.